Just wanted to give you a really quick little video about how to do the late add new authorization process. So you're going to go ahead and log in to your Insight, and the quick link is m.4cd.edu, and it'll bring you this page. You log in. Once you log in, make sure you come up here and you select your profile and that you select your employee profile. Sometimes it doesn't default to the employee profile. Alright, once you've logged in and you've selected your employee profile, down here you're going to click on the multi-purpose roster pilot tab. When you click on that, it's going to take you to this particular screen. You're going to see all the different courses that you have taught last semester, this semester. And for instance, I'm going to go ahead and go into this particular one right here that I'm currently piloting for the new late add authorization. Once you come in here, you're going to see that you have your roster immediately. So this is your current roster. This is the new roster system as well. You can see right here it says grading. So when you're going to be doing your grading, you're going to come right back into this same tab, and you'll be able to do all your grading. And then over here you see permissions, and this is where we're going to do the late add permissions. But also I wanted to show you a little bit more. So if you click on deadlines right here, it's going to bring up all of those deadlines: last day to add, last day to drop with a refund, last day to drop with a W, right? So those are all of those important deadline dates that we need to put on our syllabus, and so that's where you're going to find those particular deadline dates. Here, if you click on this one, you're going to see your waitlisted students, and you'll be able to email them. It takes a second for it to come up. So you'll see here's all the students who are interested in adding this particular class, and then if I wanted to email them and said, hey, I'm getting ready to give you late add authorizations, here's a video that you need to watch to learn how to actually do it from the student perspective, and so we'll see you online. And so when you click on this email, you have to understand, if you're off campus, whatever computer you're using's default email is what's going to pop up. So if you don't have your personal computer default to the campus email, then it's not as easy a process. But if you just copy and paste these into the email, then you'll be able to still email them. Alright, let's go back to this. Alright, so now for the permissions. When you want to give somebody a late add code, you're going to click on permissions, and then over here you're going to click on add authorization. When you add authorization, you'll see that there's all kinds of authorization codes. You don't have to give this code out to a student. The easiest way to do it would be you either you put in their student ID, and then it searches for students, and then their name pops up, or you can actually do it by typing in the student's name, and then their name will also show up. Now if they have a common name, then you're going to want to ask them for their middle initial and maybe even what their degree is, to make sure that you have the right student that you're providing a late add authorization for. So once you've done that and you click on their name, it's automatically going to provide them a late add authorization. I gave a demo, and you can see that I gave myself a late add authorization. So I clicked on my name up there, and then you see that my name showed up down here with my ID, and then it gave me a late add authorization, which immediately there was an email or a notification sent to the student that said, you now have authorization to add that particular class. And so then students would have to go into their Insight to finish the process that way. If for some reason you can see that there's lots and lots of late add authorizations, what I typically do is that, because these late add authorizations are not going to be provided until 2 days before the start date of your class, I always like to add all my students on my wait list, and so 2 days, as soon as these hit, I give every student on my wait list a late add authorization. You can see here that some of the students that I gave late add authorizations added, and other ones chose not to add. And there's plenty of authorizations. You can, if you want, if you run out of late add authorizations and a student hasn't added, you can revoke it, which means you can take away their authorization code if you want. Otherwise, it doesn't hurt at all to just leave all of them on there. So again, it's important that once you give them the late add authorization, that you do that follow-up email to let them know the process has changed, and that to watch this particular little short video so you will understand how to do the late add process on your side. All right.